When everyone thinks of Hawaii, everyone sees volcanoes, lava, waves, gunnery, surfing and beaches. But did you know that this beautiful state is home to its biggest and famous haunted home? And today, we will be telling the story of this beautiful home that is haunted by the ghosts of the past. So get ready. Grab your cup of tea or coffee, blanket, hit those lights and be prepared to be scared. Or not. Haha. The home that we are talking about is the world-famous Kaimuki House, which can be found on 8th and Harding, where the structure itself sits on 2 beds of lava rock. It's considered to be one of many haunted places on the island. Now you're probably going, that house is haunted? It doesn't look that bad. Well, the house may not look scary, but the story or legend behind it is anything but. One of the supernatural being that is said to be haunting this home is called Akasha. Akasha is a man-eating ghost of Japanese lore. The stories that surround this ghost and the house have been documented extensively. The past owners of this home throughout the years only end up leaving after a few nights to a few weeks of being driven almost insane due to daily horrifying occurrences. Now here are a couple of stories that have been told that might have added to the haunting growing progressively worse over the years. The original story tells of a young couple who moved into the home, and their neighbors who, upon hearing loud bangs and crashes, suspected domestic violence and called the police. When the police arrived, the couple claimed that they were being attacked by a force they couldn't see. In 1942, police officers were called to the house by a woman who kept repeating, "She's trying to kill my children." Upon entering the house, the officers could do nothing more than watch in horror, as the 3 children were levitated, slapped, and hurled across the room by an invisible force. The incident was even featured in the local newspaper. Supposedly, a young boy detected an odor of ghost in the home, enraging the Akasha, and resulting in a vicious attack against the family and law enforcement officials. 30 years later, a young girl was reportedly attacked by an invisible force in the house. She immediately went to hide in her car, which was parked outside, but the spirit followed her. There are several possible explanations for these paranormal encounters, the first of which is a twist on the story above, about a child being killed. The case, though we're unsure as to what many of these experts are referring to, was actually that of a father who killed his 2 children and wife in the home. The wife and son's bodies were buried in the backyard, but the corpse of the daughter was never found. The second story tells of a lesbian couple, in which one of the women became involved with a man. Once he discovered his girlfriend's secret, the man killed her, her wife, and himself within the Kaimuki House. There is no evidence of either of these stories actually taking place, but we'll assume that because the Akasha has an insatiable appetite for human blood and their corpses, they were eaten. After years of losing money due to the house, the island finally decided that the original Kaimuki House, as displayed in this article, would be torn down during the summer of 2016. Today, the lot of where the house once stood is currently in the construction phase of a new property.